Great job, everybody. Now let's do that again. Here we go. On a concert B flat. 1, 2, my turn first. Do, 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 do. Re, 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 re. Mi, 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 mi. Fa, 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 fa. Remember sitting up nice and tall. So, 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 so. La, 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 la. Ti, 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 ti. Do, 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 do. And back down. Ti, 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 ti. La, 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 la. So, 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 so. Fa, 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 fa. Mi, 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 mi. Re, 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 re. Do, 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 do. 1, 2, 3, hold. And off. Now let's build that chord. Flute, alto sax, and oboe and clarinet on B flat. Ready, play. Concert B flat. Ready, play. And trumpet and trombone and tuba on F, concert F. Ready, play. And then trombone and horn and tenor sax. Let's fit you in on the concert D. Breathe and off. Remember your note. Breathe, play. And off. Great job, you guys. Can I get a concert F from Elizabeth and the clarinets? And go ahead and only have tubas and baritones play first. So Elizabeth, go ahead and play the concert F. Great. Now tuba and baritone. Everybody sing that note. Breathe, sing. Good job. Now everybody put their instruments up, sitting nice and tall, and go ahead and tune. Great job, everybody. Now we're all tuned up and ready to play. So everybody, I have rhythm sheet number 3 up here on the screen. And Rachel, you have yours. That's great. Awesome. Jewel, thank you for paying attention today. You're doing such a great job. I really appreciate it. So we're going to look at I have it right here on my stand today. We're going to look at rhythm number 1 first, okay? Now I have this magic thing called Mr. Metronome. And everybody knows Mr. Metronome, right? Yeah, everybody knows him. And we're going to count to this beat. Okay. The order that I have us counting these rhythms has changed. I think that it's better to do it this way because with us counting out loud and then counting out loud and clapping before we don't count and we just clap is better. So that way we're able to internalize the rhythm while counting it at the same time. So now it's going to be count the rhythm out loud and then count the rhythm out loud and clap it. And then just clapping it with no counting. And then I'm going to split us up into the 2 groups and I'll have each side do it and then we'll play it as a group and then we'll move on to the next one. Sound good? Good. Mr. Metronome on. And that means voices off. Thank you. Rhythm number 1. We're all doing it together the first time. Look at the time signature. Everybody take their pointer finger. I don't see everybody looking. Take your pointer finger and put it on the 4/4 time signature. Jewel, talking to you too. Thank you. There we go. Number 1, counting out loud. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and rest. 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and off. Great job. This one's pretty simple, isn't it? Yeah. Hands out and clapping. I mean, clapping and counting at the same time. Right, everybody? Yeah. 1, 2, counting and clapping. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and rest. 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Great job. Now, let's us clap without counting. 1, 2, here we go. Off. Great job, everybody. Now, let's have this side go first. So percussion and brass and woodwinds over here. Let's have you play that. 1, 2, ready? Nope, nope, nope. Not playing. Instruments down. Counting and clapping. Thank you, guys. 1, 2, ready, and. Off. Great job, you guys. Over here now. Jewel, you were doing such a great job earlier. I really need you to pay attention. Are you ready to pay attention now? Next time it won't be so friendly. It'll be a strike 1. Got it? 1, 2, counting and clapping. And off. Great job, you guys. Now everybody, instruments up. Make sure that you're sitting nice and tall, feet on the floor. Thank you, Peyton, for keeping your feet on the floor. And standing up straight. Instruments up and ready to play. Playing on a concert B flat. 1, 2, here we go. Rest. There we go. Awesome. Moving on to number 2. Number 2, who can raise their hand and tell me what's different about number 2? Eric. Yeah, it's in 2/4. And who can raise their hand and tell me how many beats in a measure are in 2/4? Elizabeth. That's right, 2 beats. Who else can tell me what's different about number 2? Toby. Yeah, there's slurs in this one. Not slurs, ties. You're right, Toby, they're ties. So, who can raise their hand and tell me if they remember what the tie is? Zoe. Yeah, the tie connects 2 beats in a measure. in a rhythm. So, in number 2, the very first measure is 2 quarter notes. Marco, can you tell me how many beats 2 quarter notes equal? That's right, 2 beats. So that would be Marco, what would that be? A half note, yes. So everybody, let's count number 2 with the ties in 2/4 with Mr. Metronome. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 1 and 2. 2, 1, 2, 1, rest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, rest, and off. Let's do that again. Everybody counting 2, here we go. 1, 2, 1 and 2, rest. 2, 1, 2, 1, rest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, rest, off. Everybody clapping and counting. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 1, and 2, rest. 2, 1, 2, 1, rest. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, rest, and off. Let's just count and clap now. Just clap, no counting. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Great job. Now, separate you guys up. Let's do this side first. 1, 2, here we go. Up. I didn't tell you what we're doing. We're going to count and clap number 2 at the same time, okay? I want to hear you count it. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Sounds good, you guys. Over here. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Good job. Everybody, instruments up. Sitting nice and tall on a concert B flat. Number 2. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Awesome job, everybody. Moving on to number 3. You can raise your hand and tell me what this time signature is. Eric. Yep, 4-4. What is different about 4-4 from 2-4? Who can raise their hand? Andy. Thank you for raising your hand. Yeah, 4 beats in a measure, quarter note gets the beat. Thank you for telling us about the bottom number as well. Now, there's also ties in this one, as you guys can see. Look at measure. Can everybody take their pointer finger? Show me. Wave it at me. Let's stop. And point to measure 2 on number 3. Julie, I don't see you pointing. Thank you. That measure has a tie between a half and a quarter note. You guys remember that from the last lesson, right? Yeah. That's 3 beats. Now, we're going to call that a dotted half note when the time comes. But right now, we're just going to call that 3 beats. So, number 3, Mr. Metronome, counting out loud. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Rest. 3, 4, and off. Great job. Let's do that one more time. Number 3, counting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, rest. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Rest. 3, 4, and off. Now counting and clapping. And 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I did that wrong. My fault. Number 3. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, rest. 2, 3, 4, and 1, rest. 3, 4, and off. Now just clapping. 1, 2, number 3, just clapping. And off. This side of the room, counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Great job. This side of the room. 1, 2, 3, 4. and off. Fantastic job. We're going to skip playing that one. Let's move on to number 4. Number 4. Counting out loud. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and rest. 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, and 4, off. Great. Now counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and rest. 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, and 4, off. Now, just clapping. Number 4. 1, 2, number 4, here we go. Off. This side of the room, counting and clapping. 1, 2, ready, and play. Count. And off. Great job, you guys. Number 4, this side. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Great job, everybody. Now on a concert B flat. Instruments up. Sitting nice and tall. Forgive my yawn. Sitting nice and tall. Instruments up. 1. Let me get my baton. 1, 2. Ready and play. Sounds great, everybody. Number 5 is very different. Here we're getting into something called syncopation. You remember me talking about that in our last lesson? Syncopation is an augmentation of the beat. So what I mean is the beat doesn't fall on 1, 2, 3, or 4. So let me demonstrate with number 5. We're in 2/4. We're looking at a bunch of 8th notes, right? But they're not all grouped together. So these 8th notes sound like this with the accents. Accents are really important in this one. So in number 5, you hear 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2. It's the ands that you hear. So in the 2/4, 1 and 2. That's 3 beats, right? 1 and 2. There's 3 in there. And there's 4 beats in the entire measure. Well, 2 beats, but 4 subdivided beats. 1 and 2 and. So let's all clap number 5 together with the accents. 1, 2, here we go. Nope, I forgot to tell you to count as well. So number 5, counting and clapping, taking it real slow. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 2, and 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 1, 2, off. Great job. Let's do that again, counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1, and 1 and 2, and 1, 2. Great. Can we do that with just counting? 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1 and 2, and 1, and 1 and 2, and 1, 2, off. Great. This side of the room, counting and clapping. Taking it slow. 1, 2, here we go. Fantastic job. This side, ready? 1, 2, here we go. Awesome. Great job, you guys. Now, everybody on your instruments up. Concert B flat. Sitting nice and tall. Make sure you're sitting nice and tall, Peyton. Keep your feet on the floor. Thank you. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Great job. Now take a look at number 6. This one has ties. These have quarter and eighth tied notes. So this, who can raise their hand and tell me how many beats are within that tie? Zach. 1.5. That's right. There's 1.5 beats within a quarter and an eighth note tie. So on number 6, we have 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, and because all of those are tied together and there's only the and left in the beat, because there's only 2 beats in the measure, 1.5 of them are taken by that tied note, and then there's only an eighth note left. Okay, let's all count it together. 1, 2, counting now. 1 and number 6, counting. 1, 2, here we go. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 2, again, here we go. 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 2, off. Fantastic job, everybody. You're doing it perfectly. Let's count and clap at the same time now. 1, 2, counting and clapping. Here we go. And 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1 and 1, 2, and off. Let's do that again. Here we go. 1 and off. Fantastic job. This side of the room, we're going to do that together. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Fantastic job, Jewel. Thank you for paying attention. Over here, this side, 1, 2, counting and clapping. Here we go. And off. Great job, everybody. Look at number 7 now. Let us count that together. No clapping, just counting. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, nope, I did it wrong. Number 7. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 4 and off. Let's try that again, counting. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 4, off. Let's count and clap that together. 1, 2, here we go. Let's try that again. Number 7, counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 4, off. Try that again. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 4, off. Fantastic job. This side of the room. 1, 2, here we go. Great job. This side of the room. 2, counting and clap. clapping. And off. Great job. Ooh, everybody, instruments up, concert B flat, sitting nice and straight. Number 7, concert B flat. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Great job. Looking at number 8. Number 8 is a little more complicated. Let's count and clap. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3 and. Let's try that again. My foul. I messed up on that. 1, 2, number 8. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and. Awesome. Well, let's count and clap. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Now let's look at those accents. I missed the accents. Let's do the accents again. Number 8, counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Great job. This side of the room. Let's try it together. 1, 2, here we go. Counting. My bad. Number 8, counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Fantastic job. 1, this side of the room, counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. Awesome job, you guys. Well, that's all. Concert B flat, instruments up. 1, 2, ready, play. And off. Thank you, everybody who came up here and wrote in the slurs for all of these rhythms. Now, I want to take a look at number 2. This rhythm, who can raise their hand and tell me what's wrong with that rhythm? No? Okay. So this rhythm, there are a few options in this measure. There are 1 and 2, 3, 4 beats in the measure. If we have these two tied, this is 2 beats, this is half a beat. So we have 2.5 beats with this tie. We haven't learned that, and we don't have that right now. So we only have 3 beats or 1 beat as an option to tie here. So I'm going to erase this tie because this is only 2.5 beats, and we need 3, 2, 1, or 1.5 beats. Not 2.5. So we can put the tie here or here. Let's keep it on the 2/8 notes. Let's count number 2 together. Counting out loud without clapping. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and off. Great job. Counting and clapping now. Joel, at strike 1. Pay attention. Number 2, counting and clapping. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and off. Great job. Now let's have this side of the room count and clap that for me. 1, 1, 2, here we go. Off. Great job, you guys. This side of the room now. 1, 2, here we go. And off. Fantastic job.